Welcome back to the next edition of talking about ARTEMIS II. Let me briefly explain what ARTEMIS II is to us again. ARTEMIS II is just a mission whereby NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, whereby they are sending human back to the moon. This actually happened in the year 1972, which is 54 years today. It was tagged Apollo 17 that year, but this one happening now is actually tagged ARTEMIS. So ARTEMIS 1 happened November 2nd, 2022. So but this time around, ARTEMIS 2 is ongoing. So we have 4 astronauts that are currently on this mission. So in this video now, I'll be telling us who these astronauts are. First person I'll be talking about is Reid Wiseman. He is the commander of ARTEMIS 2 mission. You can actually take your time to read a little about him on this graphic displaying on your screen. Next I'll be talking about is Victor Glover, who is the pilot of this great mission. He is actually the first black man to actually take an orbit around the moon. We don't know yet if he's going to be the first black man to land on the moon, but he's the first black man to take an orbit around the moon. You can read about him also on these graphics. Displaying on our screen also is Christina Koch, which is one of the mission specialists and also the first woman to take an orbit around the moon. We don't know if she's going to be the first woman to land on the moon, but then we are going to know that later in the future. And the fourth astronaut displaying on our screen is Jeremy Hansen. He is also one of the mission specialists. He's a Canadian astronaut. You can take your time to read more about him. So these are the 4 astronauts that NASA, National Aeronautic and Space Administration, actually sent to go and take orbit around the moon. So in our next video, we'll be talking about the launch system itself. This launch system actually consists of 3 main parts. The first part is the SLS, which is the Space Launch System, the ASM, which is the European Service Module, and the Orion spacecraft itself. You see, I've been talking about the Orion spacecraft even in my previous video. I actually spoke about it. When I started this video, I spoke about Orion spacecraft also. This is because this is the only part that got the opportunity to get to the moon. So what happened to the remaining parts? So that's what we're actually going to be discussing in our next video. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye.